up, YouTube? This your boy D-Rock from IntenseWhipz, and this is our very first video for the channel. We appreciate your love and support in advance. We're trying to get our subscriber game up. We need at least 1,000 subscribers to do this thing right, man, and to keep bringing y'all some intense content. So what you can do is hit the subscribe button, comment on it, like, and share with everybody that you know so we can show y'all what makes these whips so intense. Without further ado, we're going to hop right into the first project, man. We're going to be doing some customizations, some tune-ups, and modifications on my 2011 Nissan Armada. We call it the Griller. So let's go. Let's get it.
It's party time, baby.
I'm music. It's the one. Traffic. Do what I do with a passion. Yeah. Y'all in the way, but I'm passing. I can't be stationed in back. Ain't got time to be sitting in traffic. Yeah. Whole team on go. We see the green and we ghost. Nobody. No, we ain't waiting for nobody. Nobody.
This is the replacing of your spark plugs in a 2011 Nissan Armada. SL, SV, all of them should be the same. We're gonna get right to it. First, you're definitely gonna need your 10mm socket for your bolt that goes on the boot.
There's a snake in my boots.
This is your ignition core right here, and the boot, of course, is on the inside of it. And we're gonna go ahead and take that loose. Depending on how much space you have, how much you need, you can just decide whether you'll need an extension or not, and what size extension you'll need. I actually got some really good extensions from Harbor Freight. That's the place to get some great tools, guys. And you just want to put it up there and take. Of course, before you do anything, it's a good idea, of course, to take your battery leads. Good idea to take your battery leads off, just because you don't want anything shorting out. And I just put a box over there here, just in case it comes back, it won't touch the leads. And throw this one over here. Back to it. We're taking off the bolt to your ignition coil. That has to come off first. So you get it pretty close. Take that off and screw the rest by hand. Can be a tedious process, but not too bad. The thing to watch out for is the ones in the back. You'll have to know exactly how long your piece needs to be, your extension needs to be. And what I did is went around this pipe with the shortest extension, and I was able to get all the way to your bolt. And I'll show you just because. Get to your bolt like that. Kind of up and around that pipe, okay? See that? That's how you'll get that one off. Just so you know. All right. Let me get the piece down here, because I'm gonna need that. All right. Now that we got that 10mm bolt off, that screw out there, we're going to just wiggle. Nice and soft. Wiggle and pull.
Wiggle.
Till you get your ignition coil. There's your boot right there. It's not a lot of corrosion. It's not burnout. It should be good. You shouldn't have to replace this necessarily when you replace your spark plug, unless it's burnt out real bad. It's got a lot of corrosion and it's unclean. It's not damaged, not warped or anything like that. You should be good to go. All right, so we got that out. Next step is going to be change it up a little bit, and just for starting off, you're gonna want to use your I believe this is a 5/16. This is a 5/8. I stand corrected. This is a 5/8 socket. It's the deep socket, so it goes over the your spark plug. And we have that extension on there, the longest extension, so that we can go all the way down the hole. And if you find that that's too long, you can always change it for the one that's just before it. nice and tight. Give it a tug. Break that guy loose.
A few inches later.
I am not a mechanic, but this is not the hardest thing in the world to do. So even though I am not a mechanic, doesn't mean I can't do these simple things. See, we are making a build on this 2011 Nissan Armada. So I'm just showing you guys all of the things that we're doing to it. This is more so a tune-up at this point. Just trying to make sure everything is firing off like it's supposed to be. Okay, I had a couple of them that was misfiring, so I believe it's good to just go ahead and take all of them out. You can see that. Corrosion on there. All right, we already have our next one handy and dandy. Put that in the box. Take that off of out of the socket. Discard. Add the new one on. Put your ignition point right there, or your point that goes to the actual plug, shall I say? The boot, shall I say? This goes in the motor itself. You turn it, when you put it in there, if it's hard to turn within the first 3 or 4 turns, it's probably cross-threading. So stop, unscrew it, take it back out, put it back in, and try it again. And when you can get 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Depending on how strong your hands are, you can get a lot of turns out of it. You know it's going in good. When it gets down to about 15 turns and it's starting to get hard, okay, good. That means it's being set in place. That's a good thing. All right, now it's time to add our socket on, our ratchet on. It does make a lot of noise. He's trying to crank that game, you feel? Nice and tight, not too tight because we don't want to break nothing off in there. All right, guys, that is it, and we'll put our boot back in there. We're gonna fire this thing up so you can hear it. I've already done all the rest of them, so everything is pretty much straightforward. I just want to let you in on that little point there, making sure it lines up, making sure. Pros and cons to this. On the other side, it was not hard either. So chunk out about an hour or 2 of your day. Set it aside to be able to do this. Be able to do it right the first time. You don't have a whole lot of issues with it. This is one of the things I want to tell you too. I went to Harbor Freight and I got one of your flex ratchets there. You can see it flexes in all these different motions and different ways and stuff like that. It's good because when you're in a tight space and you need to make it a stubby, you can make it a stubby. You know what I'm saying? Or that way.
Yeah, that way, huh?
But it still be the short, about 4 to 5 inches long. You'll need that when you, especially when you get in the back. And then the other thing was I picked up also, and they had these on sale, the wobble. Those are the wobble extensions. So extension with the wobble tip on it. And the reason that is because it allows it to wobble. And sometimes you'll need just that little bit, a little 1/8 off, just a little bit of something to be able to fit around there and get it. Then you can hold it in place and tighten it like you need to, okay? But sometimes you'll need just that little bit of wobble, baby. Wobble, baby. Wobble, baby. You feel me? All right, so now we got it on. I'm just gonna tighten that nut down. Make sure that screw is nice and tight. Not too tight, so we're not trying to break anything. Make sure everything is set in place. Everything is good. And that's basically it, guys. Check back with us on this site, on this channel. We're gonna be doing more builds. We're gonna fire it up right quick just so you can hear it in just a second. All right, fire that one. That is the replacing of your spark plug in the 2011 Nissan Armada. Stay tuned. We have more build ideas. We're going to be adding a cold air intake, probably in K and N, K and G, whichever one is installed. We adding a cold air intake, possibly even a turbo charger on there. But you guys stay tuned. It's going to be nice. All right, y'all. This is a pass with the stock intake system. So, just want you to hear it. I do have my exhaust done. Sounds pretty good, but let's see what it sounds like after I do the intake system. K and N. Let's get it.